Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the SmackDown report for the 19th of December 2020. And man, this is a show that just gets more unique, call it unique, as time goes by. They waste so much time and energy on a network program. Obviously, it's right before the holidays, so it's kind of there. They're on FS1, which will kill the rating. Which maybe with luck, um, maybe with luck, there will be a chance that Dynamite will beat SmackDown. That would be awesome. Probably not, but still within the range of possibility. Anyway, SmackDown starts with a recap of the Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens feud. Basically, it includes Reigns beating him up backstage. Um, he warns the wife and kids, and he talks a lot of trash. Does Reigns? Owens' music hits. He makes his way out. He brings tables and ladders and chairs. He calls Reigns out, but Reigns doesn't come out. He then acknowledges the comments about the family. He says he told his family not to watch the match. He said he didn't want them to do. He didn't want them to see what he was going to do to Reigns on Sunday. Calls him out again, and he still doesn't come out. Owens brings up Jey Uso attacking him, and he basically insinuates that he uses his family to do his dirty work. Heyman comes out, and he's surprised that Owens is back after last week, and he wants more. He calls Owens a martyr and says that's dangerous because Owens will do anything to win the Universal Championship. Heyman notes that Owens has to be eliminated. Back from the break, actually, before we go to the break, Owens is hurt enough. He cuts Heyman off, and then he says since Reigns won't come to the ring, Owens jumps out of the ring and goes to the back. Heyman looks to be disappointed, and they go to break. Come back for the break, and Pierce is trying to stop Owens from going into Reigns' locker room. Why? Don't you want ratings? I mean, in theory, wouldn't you want them to fight because people will pay attention when they fight? Anyway, Owens pushes him aside. Reigns' music starts playing out of nowhere. And then Reigns makes his way down to the ring. Owens watches on the monitor, so they basically switch spots. Reigns goes to the show. He says he gave Owens the same chance as his family. He told Owens to acknowledge him as chief. Reigns demands Owens come out to the ring and apologize, and he won't even make it to TLC. Owens marched to the ring. Jey Uso jumped him from behind. Referees and officials ran down and tried to stop them. Owens attempted to get up, but he fell, and Reigns had a worried look on his face, and he walks away. Some people would say this is a good segment. I don't know. I don't think it's good in that it really, people are going to go out of their way, right before the holiday, 5 days before Christmas, to watch this. It's not hot enough. Like, it's not that they could have done anything hot enough. I don't think. I think this product has been dead for most of 2020, and the pandemic didn't help. But I would even say it was dying in 2019. So we're going on a year. But this will not draw people in. Jey Uso, Reigns, and Heyman are in the back. They're discussing beating up Owens. And Uso was certain that Owens wouldn't be coming back from the last beatdown. Reigns isn't sure. Uso walks off, and he's looking for Owens. Some actor gives his opinions on the upcoming matches. He's upset that Ziggler and Rude said funny isn't money. He claims that Big House proves their theory wrong. maybe this guy's over mainstream. I don't know it. Of course, I'm out of touch with the mainstream. I work so much, so it's kind of a big deal there. Anyway, SmackDown Tag Team Champion Street Profits defeated Ziggler and Rude to retain the championships. I guess you could say this is a decent enough match. It was fine. Ziggler distracts Dawkins. Rude jumps him to start the match. Babyfaces quickly recover and take over. Ford hits a back suplex and goes for a near fall. And then Rude gets knocked off the apron, climbs to the top rope. Ziggler cuts him off. Ford blocks a suplex, and he climbs back to the top rope. And, back from the break, Ziggler scores a near fall, and Ziggler hits a splash and hits a Russian leg sweep. Actually, Rude hits the Russian leg sweep for his own near fall. Heels go after Ford, and they're on the side of the ring. Ford fights back, and Dawkins gets a hot tag. Dawkins goes nuts, and he hits a neck breaker on Rude for another near fall. Dawkins attempts a powerbomb. Rude goes for a glorious DDT. And then in a pretty okay spot, Ziggler and Rude hit a combo famouser. They hit a near fall there. Finish comes when Ford hits a frog splash on Ziggler. Rude breaks up the pin attempt. Ford then rolls up Rude out of nowhere and held his tights for the win. It's fine. Post-match, Rude and Ziggler are upset that they've lost. They yell at the referee, and they blame him. He warns them. They back off. Why are two hulking wrestlers backing off from a referee? Owens is looking for Reigns. Adam Pearce is trying to stop him. Uso attacks Owens with a chair. Tells him to stay down. Kayla Braxton interviews Bianca Belair. Belair is annoyed, and Bayley is talking about her. She promised to defeat Bayley later. Riot Squad versus Billie Kay and Tamina. Tamina gets the majority of the offense here. Pre-match, Morgan and Riot try to guess who Kay might choose to be her partner. Morgan hoped for random celebrities. This was not funny. Pre-match, Kay announced her partner is Tamina. Graves is for some reason excited. He thinks they'll make a good team. Tamina is there mainly because of who her father is. I can't imagine she's there for another reason. Tamina dominates faces and beats him down for several minutes. She uses her power to launch Morgan across the ring, and Morgan lands on her face. Tamina hits a Samoan drop on Riot. Kay tags herself in. Morgan breaks up a pin attempt. Morgan gets a tag and goes nuts. Faces manage to knock down Tamina and knock her off the apron. Riot Squad then hits a missile drop kick, downward spiral combo for the win. Carmella, champagne toast. This goes way too long. Carmella and her, I guess, butler are in the ring. They set the toast up. They recap what's been happening with her and Sasha Banks. She makes this elaborate entrance. She's her butler type person says that he's got the perfect champagne for her, and Carmella says that Banks is physically talented but mentally weak. She said Banks is drowning but not in champagne. Carmella claims Banks got disqualified last week because she knew she couldn't win. Carmella promised to win the title on Sunday. She demands champagne to celebrate the moment. Um, Sasha, her music hits, and she goes up the ramp. Banks approaches in ring from the other side. She throws champagne at Carmella and slapped the butler type fellow. Anyway, Carmella smashes the champagne bottle over Banks's back, knocks her down. Owens is in the trainer's room, and they brawl around. They being Uso and Owens. Uso ends up slamming Owens through a table and yells at him to stay down. Otis with Chad Gable defeats Shinsuke Nakamura with Cesaro. Um, this match is way too short. I don't even understand putting it on TV. Also, how far has Nakamura fallen that he's losing to Otis? So they recap the history between he and Gable and Otis, losing to Cesaro and Nakamura last week. Nakamura has a quick advantage early. Gable runs his mouth at ringside. Nakamura nails Otis with some kicks. But then Otis, who's somewhat fired up, hits a splash in the corner and goes for the caterpillar. Gable jumps up and stops Otis. He tells him to go for the suplex. Otis then picked up Nakamura, but he used an inside cradle for a near fall. Otis recovers and hits a half a suplex, and he follows up with the Vader Bomb for the win. This is horrible. I mean, Nakamura losing here. Anyway, Sami Zayn's nervously getting ready for the Sammy Awards, which I assume is like the Slammy Awards. He says the trophies aren't polished, and he's upset with that. He goes searching for polish. Big E comes from the back wearing a bow tie. He picked envelopes and he grabs the envelopes and laughs hysterically. Michael Cole is excited by this whole charade. They show a Drew McIntyre highlight video, which doesn't really make sense to me. Gable and Otis are celebrating the win. Gable doesn't understand why he stopped doing the caterpillar, and Otis thought it was a test. So the Sammy Awards happen. Sammy comes out. He's wearing a purple suit and spoke on the podium on the stage. He then talked about previous award ceremonies and quickly goes down the last few years. He then said it's been good since the late Jack Tunney used to oversee the awards. Zayn gets to the awards. He recaps 2020, which focuses on his career. Big surprise. First award is Comeback of the Year. Zayn noted there are a good number of possibilities, including Edge, Roman Reigns, and Sami Zayn. Zayn introduces himself as the winner and said he couldn't believe that he'd won. They go for Match of the Year, and Zayn's match wins there. Final award is Superstar of the Year. The award goes to Big E, and then Big E comes out, accepts the award, and then said there had been a mistake, and Big E slams Zayn through the table and threw him down the ramp. Big E celebrates after this. This is just, oh. Anyway, Kayla Braxton interviews Bayley. Bayley notes that she doesn't need to brag about the past. She points out she ran cross country in high school and is a basketball team captain. I guess this is to compete with Bianca Belair's athletic ability, but okay. Basically, Bayley defeats Bianca Belair. I don't know that going into Sunday is the right move. Belair has the early advantage, makes fun of Bayley. They do a bunch of gymnastic type stuff, and then Bianca poses on the middle turnbuckle. She then does a backflip and nails Bayley with a drop kick. Bayley regained control and attacked the arm. And then back for the break, Bayley is in control and tosses Belair on the floor. Belair shoved Bayley into the steps and jumped into the ring. Belair hits a vertical suplex, kind of the delayed style, makes fun of Bayley. She follows up with a moonsault for near fall. Belair then hits a series of backbreakers and drags Bayley to the corner. Belair goes to the top rope. Bayley cuts her off, and then Belair does recover, nails a suplex. Belair goes nuts, hits a spine buster for near fall. Bayley fights back and tried using the ropes, but the referee catches her. Belair rolls up Bayley for the 2 count. Belair lifts Bayley into a powerbomb, but Bayley raked her eyes and hit the rose plant for the win. And then Reigns, Heyman, and Uso got a promo. I mean, this is fine. They all make their way to the ring. Roman doesn't understand why Owens messed up his opportunity. He said this was going to elevate Owens' career. Owens' music hit, and he limped to the ring. Owens grabs a chair, tries to fend off the heels. Heels take over, beat him down. Uso slams Owens through a table and sets up a second table. Reigns gives Owens a Samoan drop through the second table. Reigns then buries Owens under the pieces of the broken table, ladders, and chairs. And then Reigns and Uso destroy Owens. They go to the back, and Caleb Braxton interviews Reigns in front of the monitor. Reigns starts talking when Owens pulls himself up. Heels are angry at this, that he doesn't stay down. Owens grabs the mic and promises to win the championship, where he'll die trying. Die trying is a bit of an overpromise, and I don't imagine that Kevin Owens is going to win, although maybe on a nothing pay-per-view it could happen. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.